Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Deja Vu here, bringing you the MSL Finals. That's right, we got Jaedong and Flash. Here they are. They just have arrived through their futuristic space elevator, and they have entered their battle station high up in space, where they will finally end once and for all their rivalry of, what is this, like 23 games back and forth, and now they finally are meeting here in the MSL. Flash going for his first MSL victory, and he's going to be going against the best the Swarm has to offer in Jaedong. This should be an absolutely epic series. Flash has been an absolute monster as of late, and Jaedong, with those deadly murder eyes, just looks like he wants his MSL more than anything else. He has his golden mouse already. He's like, Flash, you got 2 OSLs? Meh, I've already got 3. You got nothing on me. He's going to take this MSL, that's his hope anyways. Jaedong will take this MSL and put up a stone wall in front of Flash's path to glory. Flash is trying to become the first player since Nada to hold both titles simultaneously, both the OSL and the MSL. And Jaedong is hoping that he can stop him right here. This should... Wow, I cannot even contain my excitement. This is going to be so amazing. I have no idea what this hot player news is. I have no idea, because I can't read Korean, but it doesn't matter. What I'm focusing on is the fact that they are apparently in space on a shuttle in the middle of nowhere, so that way there's no distractions for them. Nothing can stop them. And actually they're just on like a stage with no glass or anything at all to stop them from looking at the crowd. So I guess they're on the honor system here. We're going by the honor system, that they're not going to go and glance at the crowd and tell if someone's cheesing or something like that. Instead, we're just going to trust these two guys to play correctly, and trust that Kespa, the ever-watchful eye of Kespa, will make sure that no shenanigans go on in this game, and I think that we'll be just okay and ready to go right into this this final series. And if you do understand Korean, I'm sure you've got lots of awesome information in front of you. For those of us who don't, I have no idea what that means, so yeah, whatever, it doesn't really matter. That's Flash's versus Zerg record. I assume those are his last 8 games. I don't know what the red bars mean. I guess I assume that those are victories. I don't know why some are higher than others. That's your guess is as good as mine for that one. But I think we're gonna go to Jaedong's and see the exact same thing. And yep, there it is, versus T. He's higher than 55% versus. This must be like just this season or over the last course of some period of time, because I'm pretty sure he's higher than 55% versus Terran overall in his career. I'm pretty sure on that anyways. But this should be awesome. You know, the maps are going to be Match Point, followed by Ultimatum, Odd Eye, Fighting Spirit, and then Match Point again. And Jaedong actually thumbed down Odd Eye, Flash thumbed down Fighting Spirit. Neither of them wanted to see those maps twice. Jaedong especially, that was very smart of him to thumb down Odd Eye. Terrans have just been rolling Zergs left and right on that map, and Jaedong's almost got to just, maybe not assume a loss, but he's either got to come out with something cheesy, or in his game plan, in his strategy for this whole series, I don't think that he can count on Odd Eye as part of his victories. I think his main sources of victories should probably be Ultimatum, Fighting Spirit, and try and win a 5th set on Match Point. I think those are probably his best bets. Set 1 on Match Point, you know, he might have something worked out. It's still possible. It's a tough map for Zergs. Terrans have been doing actually, all of these maps Terrans have been doing very well against the Zergs. So Jaedong definitely has an uphill battle in front of him. Match Point, if I had to take a guess right now, I'd say 2 Hachimuta, just because it's Match Point and you can get 2 gases pretty easy, but your 3rd hatchery is either going to be a mineral only, which whatever, or it's going to be far away and hard to defend. So that's just my guess right now. Throwing into the first set, I would guess Match Point 2 Hachimuta. That's just my theory. But yeah, I especially want to see what Jaedong does on Ultimatum with those islands, with the with all those quirky map. Really, it's a big map, but it's kind of quirky, and could see a lot of cool things on Ultimatum. Ultimatum, you've got a lot of options for strategy, and I really want to see what Jaedong's got to offer. And I know I'm talking a lot about Jaedong just because Flash is so good. He just will react to what I feel in this series. Flash will just react to what Jaedong does the best that he can, because that's what Flash has done. Flash usually has a build where he wants to go for some sort of a timing attack, timing push, and then he'll modify that based upon what his opponent does. Very rarely have I seen Flash just totally take it to his opponent. The exception, of course, being a bunker rush, which he has done on occasion, especially recently. If you were watching the Pro League in that final series of the second round against Height, no, against STX, against By Hero, and then against Calm, he bunker rushed both of them. So, I mean, that is something that he can do, but he normally is not going to be the overall aggressor, should not be the overall aggressor. Probably won't be maintaining the pace of the game, at least not initially. I think he'll let Jaedong do that. That's what Terrans normally do against Zergs, and I expect him to do that here again, just because he is so good at reacting. Flash is one of the best reactionary players I've ever seen. His defense is just out of this world, and if you give him scouting information, good luck. You cannot allow Flash to be getting scouting information. You've got to kill off his SCV as fast as possible. You can't skimp here and there. You just got to make sure that he doesn't get to see anything, because I don't think there's anything he doesn't know how to react to, in my opinion. And I just want to say that this is they're going through all these stats. I don't know how interested you guys are in these stats. I just started the video and we're just going. But if I could read it, I think these are their last several lineups. That's what it looks like, ever OSL. Or maybe these are the last series. It could also be the last. No, I think those are the last 5 or so meetings. And I want to say it says 5-3 Jaedong there at the bottom. I'm just kind of trying to decipher this as well as I possibly can. And this is match point. Yeah, as you can see right there, 10-5 Terran over Zerg on this map. So it's been very, very tough for Zergs. They've been doing alright versus Protoss. Terrans have surprisingly been doing well on this map. I thought that with the new match point where you could no longer tank the natural from like those underground, those like sunken pits, the brown regions, that maybe Terrans would lose a little bit of their favorability on this map, but not at all. They are still very, very highly favored, still doing extremely well on this map. So yeah, definitely nice for Flash that this was picked as the double map instead of Ultimatum, which would have been the other option, since Adai and Fighting Spirit both got thumbed down. Definitely interesting to see. And by the way, these two players have, as I mentioned before, played 23 times. That is ridiculous. 23 times. I believe it's 12 wins for Jaedong, 11 wins for Flash right now, I believe. It's very, very close, but yeah, definitely just the slightest of edge right now to Jaedong. And it's not very often that you see players play each other 20 plus times. There's not a lot of them. You got to think Nada and July, I believe, have played 21 times, 22 times. Nada and Yellow have played like 33 times. And Boxer and Yellow, of course, have played the most, something like 60-some games, 63, 65 games, something insane. And I think we're finally getting the intro to the Nate MSL. The commentator just did his little pizzazz arm moving thing, and I'm moving my arms too. You can't see it, but I'm moving my arms, and I'm woot. We got stars in the background for Jaedong. Both these guys look totally pumped up and ready to go. I just want to see as many flashes into these guys' like faces as often as possible. I want to get zooms, up close pictures of these guys' faces, because they are just two of the most intense players. You get to see Flash with this little robo twitch, and Jaedong with just that death stare. Like, you can just watch. If he really gets that stare going, like, good luck. That is just scary when you look at that stare. It just looks like he's going to destroy you. And I think they spelled Lee Jaedong wrong.